What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Air Jordan 11s to look at. The Air Jordan 11 Retro. Now this is the Space Jam colorway. Before we get into the review, do me a favor. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. Now these videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes, so if you do happen to have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to drop those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. Now this is a sneaker that doesn't need, an introduction. Like, this is actually one of the most popular Air Jordan sneakers of all time. For those of you that don't know, the reason they called this sneaker the Air Jordan 11 Space Jam was because the sneaker was actually featured in the Space Jam movie, which is a movie that was actually released with Michael Jordan, and it starred Warner Brothers characters, cartoon characters like Bugs Bunny and a few other Looney Tune characters. But nevertheless, this was like an iconic sneaker, highly sought after. There's a lot going on with the packaging of this sneaker, so I'm going to take my time because I don't want to miss anything. But it is it does come in like this black outer shroud, and on the top of it, smack dead in the middle, you do see this number 23, and it does actually have some of the hands, feet, from some of the cartoon characters. Up underneath that, you do have this glossed out number 45, which is the second number that Michael Jordan actually wore while he's in the NBA. Other than that, the shroud is all black, and you do have this glossed out Jumpman Jordan text here with the Jordan Jumpman logo there on this side, and also on the other side here. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Up underneath at the bottom portion, you do have some Nike and Jordan text here, copyright information, and it does have the Looney Tunes logo with the Warner Brothers font logo there, and it has Bugs Bunny right there. So for those that do care about that, there you go. That's on the outer shroud of the packaging. Now, when you remove the shroud, you are met with the actual box for this sneaker itself, and it is all black. The box lid and the bottom portion. On the box lid, you actually have this glossed out number 45, which is also featured on the outer shroud. Other than that, you do have this glossed out Jordan branding that shows on the top portion, which is the lid. Other than that, it is all black, nothing else really too much to know there. The bottom portion of the box just has the Nike and Jumpman copyright information. So for those that do care about that, there you go. Now, getting into it, the box label on the sneaker, it does read Air Jordan 11 Retro. The colorway says black, Concord, and white. And then one thing that I did forget to mention, they do have this purple, ring here. And that's basically just for your thumb, so you can kind of handle the packaging itself. And then from up underneath, other than that, you open the box, and you do have this kind of galaxy, imaging there on the inside of the box lid there. And then you are met with this purple Concord, I guess, and this is the number 11, which is the Air Jordan 11 sneaker, and you can kind of see both ways, see it through both sides of it. Other than that, nothing really to know, as far as that goes. Up under that, you are met with the package, and there's a lot going on with this package now that I think about the box itself, but I'm here for it. But you do have this black wax paper, and it does have the number 45 there, and I'm trying to get everything because I don't want to miss nothing, but it does have the number 45, and up underneath, because the sneaker does come double wrapped, you have the white wax tissue paper. And then from up there, finally, you have the shoe. Air Jordan 11 Space Jam. So this is actually one of my favorite Air Jordan 11 colorways, and this sneaker has been released a few times, but let's go and get into it. There's the front portion, Air Jordan 11 Retro Space Jam. So let's take a look at the right sneaker like we always do. Now, from hindsight, the sneaker does look just like any other Air Jordan 11 sneaker. Now, with this particular release, one thing that is most notable, they actually went with the high cut patent leather here. And if you do remember, with earlier releases, this was actually, kind of cut a little slimmer to give it more of a more low profile look. But me personally, I do like the thicker cut patent leather on these. The sneaker itself is pretty pretty much made of the patent leather, the black mesh material on the upper, and then there is like some leather. But you do have the black mesh material here and on these lace straps here, and then you do have the black leather here with the Concord Jumpman logo there. You got the head of the black patent leather, and then up underneath you have the white foam material with the icy blue sole coming up from up under. Going towards the front portion of the sneaker, the toe box area, you do have more of that patent leather material. You do have the icy blue showing up on the front portion of the toe. The sneaker itself, again, the upper portion is composed of like this black nylon mesh material. The laces, the sneaker did come pre-laced, and they did give us these black rope laces here, and the black rope laces are supposed to be like, like a basketball, net. But the tongue itself on the sneaker is composed of that black mesh material. Midway on the tongue, you actually have this tag. The tag does say Jumpman Jordan, and you do have the blue Concord Jumpman logo smack dead in the center. Going towards the upper portion of the tongue, there is no branding or anything. It's just more of that nylon mesh material. They did give us these black shoe stretchers. On the inside of the sneaker, the entire sock liner is in all black. The insole of the sneaker, I'm not going to pull it out. It is all black, and you do have the white Nike Air branding there. Going towards the medial side of the sneaker, pretty consistent with the other side. On the upper portion, you have the black nylon mesh material, and then you do have this hit of leather. No Jordan branding there, it's just the black leather. And then you do have the black patent leather going through, like, the mid portion, more of the white foam material here for the midsole. And then you do have the icy blue showing up from up underneath. Now going towards the back portion of the sneaker, most notable with this release here, they actually went with the number 45 versus the number 23 on this release. You do have more of that black patent leather going across and wrapping around like the back portion of the sneaker, more of the white form and more of the white foam and the icy blue rubber showing from up underneath. Now going towards the bottom portion of the sneaker, icy blue sole. You have the Concord traction pods, and it is herringbone traction, both here going toward the toe and going toward the heel of the sneaker. You do have these showing up from underneath. You have these white circular pods here, and you do have the white Jordan Jumpman logo showing up from underneath because, the sole of the sneaker is kind of translucent, so you can see through it. And then over here on this side, you do have this carbon fiber here, and that's pretty standard with most Air Jordan 11 releases. Pretty solid sneaker, man. The left sneaker is pretty consistent with the right. Not too much different going on there. So of course you do have the patent leather surrounding the sneaker itself. The number 45 on the back of the sneaker, icy blue sole. Yeah, man, excellent sneaker, man. You guessed it with this one. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one, if I had to rate the sneaker, definitely gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. This is actually one of the most iconic Air Jordan 11 releases. Definitely happy to get this sneaker in my collection. So I definitely want to shout out the vendor who actually gifted me this pair to review for you guys on the channel. As far as size, and the sneaker does fit just like any other Air Jordan 11. To me, that's true to size. I don't really foresee a reason for you to want to go up like a half size or down. Stick true to size on this one. And I also encourage you to stay engaged like always. I could be reached on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, even here on YouTube. Everything is at the King of Soul. But before we go, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a 360 like I always do in the B-roll. But there you go. Air Jordan 11 Retro Space Jam. And there's the front of the sneaker. There's the lateral side of the right. Lateral side of the left. There's the bottom portion of the sneaker. Medial side. And then there's the rear. Only thing that I hate about Air Jordan 11 is, man, and I'm just looking at it because, man, it just looks so good at the bottom of the sneaker, man. But I just hate that over time, this icy blue portion just tends to, yellow and age over time, man. But at the end of the day, this is why I'm showing y'all where y'all can access these sneakers, because, I do have a pair of these in my collection. But yeah, man, every once in a while, like, it's good to get like another pair because that blue is actually going to, like, you know, start to age on you and start to look disfavorable. But at the end of the day, man, this was a solid sneaker, one of my favorite sneakers of all time. But I definitely, you know, thank you guys for tuning in like always. But until next time, see you later.